Alright, so the Elite 5 are the latest pair of true wireless earbuds from Jabra, and it makes things pretty interesting considering how similar they are to the Elite 4 Active as well as the Elite 7 Pro. So we're going to talk about everything that the Elite 5 have to offer, and then towards the end of the video, we're going to talk about what makes them different from the Elite 4 Active as well as the Elite 7 Pro. So as far as the charging case, it's the exact same design as the Elite 4 Active as well as the Jabra Elite 3, which is the more budget-friendly little brother. Very slim, very compact, with an LED indicator on the front to help you gauge your battery life. And then over on the back is where you have the Type-C charging port. It also supports wireless charging if you prefer not to use the included cable. As far as the earbuds, they also share the same design with the Elite 4 and the Elite 3. They're noticeably smaller than some of Jabra's previous earbuds like the 75T and the 85T, which certainly helps in terms of their fit. They do include wearing sensors, so your music is automatically going to pause anytime you take one of the earbuds out of your ear. These are using physical buttons. They're very clicky, very tactile, which Jabra is pretty much known for. So when it comes to the specs, these are running Bluetooth 5.2, and they do have Google Fast Pair. So if you're on an Android device, it's automatically going to recognize the earbuds and just make the pairing process extremely easy. Now these do offer single usage mode as well. So if you prefer to listen to one earbud while the other stays in the charging case, these have you covered. And then when it comes to audio codecs, we have SBC, AAC, as well as aptX, so we've got good compatibility with iOS as well as Android devices. For those of you that do a lot of multitasking between devices, these do support multi-point connection, so you can be connected to two devices at the exact same time. And then when it comes to battery life, we're looking at roughly 7 hours on a single charge and around 28 total, including the case. Now keep in mind that's going to be with noise canceling turned on. With noise canceling turned off, those numbers jump to around 9 hours on a single charge and about 36 with the case. These do feature quick charge as well, so just 10 minutes will give you about an hour of listening time. If you're big into working out or if you just spend a lot of time outdoors, these do have an IP55 dust and water resistant rating, so if they happen to get a little dirty or wet, they're going to hold up just fine. So let's go ahead and talk about the fit. These definitely stay in place very well, and I think if you have medium to larger size ears, these are going to be ideal, but even if you have smaller ears much like myself, these are still a very viable option. As far as the button controls, these do give you access to everything including volume, and you're also able to customize the configuration of your controls within the Jabra Sound Plus app. And even though volume controls are not listed in the app, they are available with a long press. So now let's go ahead and talk sound quality. So Jabra has always made very dynamic sounding earbuds, and that's still the case with the Elite 5. And thanks to the equalizer within the Jabra app, you do have some flexibility over the sound. So you've got 6 different EQ presets to choose from, as well as the option to customize and create your own. And these definitely have a tremendous amount of range in terms of treble and clarity, and they can actually get to be a little overly bright depending on the adjustments that you make, so you do have to be mindful of that. But if you prefer a lot of clarity and detail within your music, these can certainly deliver that. They're also giving you a nice satisfying amount of bass, not quite as bass heavy as some of their previous earbuds like the Elite 75T, but I certainly think there's enough there for the average person. And if you find yourself wishing that most earbuds were a little bit louder, I don't think that's going to be the case with these, as I find them to be more than loud enough. Moving on to the active noise cancellation, I feel like Jabra has always done a really decent job, but I've never really had them quite at the top of my list. So these are definitely going to help you reduce lower frequency sounds, and there's even 5 different levels of noise cancellation within the app. But I would still give the nod to companies like Sony, Bose, and even Apple when it comes to overall noise canceling ability. Now, when it comes to transparency mode, on the other hand, I've always felt like Jabra has been one of the most effective. And just like the noise cancellation, you have 5 different levels to choose from within the app. So you can really dial in exactly how much ambient noise you want to hear. So when it comes to phone calls, just like we're able to customize our media controls, we can also customize the controls for incoming as well as active calls, which is nice because you have options that you don't typically see, like putting your earbuds on mute or even placing a caller on hold with just the touch of a button. And thanks to the wearing sensors, you can even set the earbuds to automatically answer phone calls whenever they're in your ear, or you can set them to automatically mute the earbuds whenever you remove one of them from your ear. So needless to say, these will be a great option if you're looking for a pair of earbuds for work purposes. And then of course, you still have the Jabra side tone feature, which allows you to hear yourself whenever you're on a call. So that way, if your voice is a little low, you'll know to speak louder, or if your voice is a little loud, you'll know to speak softer. Another useful feature within the Jabra Sound Plus app is Spotify Tap. So with this, you can actually launch Spotify with the touch of a button. So this is definitely going to come in handy if Spotify is your main streaming platform. And then you also have the Soundscape section, which is a collection of different ambient sounds, which can help you zone out, relax, or even fall asleep. So with all of that being said, what exactly separates the Elite 5 from the Elite 4 Active and the Elite 7 Pro? So for starters, with the Elite 4 Active, you're missing out on wireless charging, multi-point connection, and adjustable noise cancellation. You also don't get the option to customize your controls. And then lastly, there's no in-ear detection, so you don't get the automatic play and pause feature. Now, if you're a very active person, it is worth noting that the Elite 4 Active and the Elite 7 Pro have an IP57 dust and water resistant rating compared to the IP55 rating on the Elite 5. Now, overall, when it comes to the Elite 7 Pro, the specs are very similar to the Elite 5, but you do have a few more advanced options within the app. So for example, you have the option to perform a fit test to make sure that you're getting the most optimal fit for your ears. You can also do a sound test in which the earbuds will create a custom sound profile based on your specific ears. And then when it comes to phone calls, the Elite 7 Pro take things one step further than the Elite 5 by allowing you the option to add either treble or bass to the caller's voice. So when it comes to sound quality, I think the Elite 5 and the Elite 4 Active sound pretty much identical. The Elite 7 Pro sound very similar as well, but I do feel like they are a tad bit stronger in terms of bass. And then lastly, the Elite 7 Pro have more advanced microphones for better call quality. So let's actually get into a microphone test comparing the Elite 5 to the Elite 4 Active and the Elite 7 Pro.
All right, so as far as microphone quality, what you guys are listening to right now is a microphone test of the Jabra Elite 5. As you can see, we do have some fountains behind us creating some background noise. So this should make for a pretty good test. We're going to compare these to the Elite 4 Active as well as the Elite 7 Pro. All right, so now we've switched over to the Jabra Elite 4 Active. Same outdoor microphone test. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. And now we've switched over to the Jabra Elite 7 Pro. So on paper, these should have the best microphone quality, but I'll let you guys be the judge. Which one sounds the best to you, or do they even sound different at all?
So all things considered, I actually think the Elite 5 are the best option from Jabra's current lineup. They're pretty much giving you everything that the Elite 7 series has to offer, and I actually prefer their microphone performance over the Elite 7 Pro. So that's pretty much it for this video. Hopefully you found it to be helpful. Do me a favor, give it a thumbs up as well as consider subscribing to the channel. And aside from that, I'll see you guys in the next one.